Hello class, and this is Larry Cardoso, and I'm going to be presenting my ePortfolio in this video. During our ATP 600 course, we were given a bunch of examples to how to create our ePortfolio, and after looking through the examples, I chose to use Google Sites just because I feel comfortable with the Google tools. They're user-friendly, and I already have a Google Drive, so I figured it'd be easier to do it through Google Sites. I believe my portfolio does a good job of describing how digital learning can be utilized in physical education. My students are going to learn the material by using technology tools and effectively using tech tools throughout the course. They're going to be giving choices on how to complete most of their assignments. They're going to be challenged throughout the course and also complete higher order thinking skills as well. So what I did was on the left hand side here, as you can see, here's my portfolio, and I just kind of did a drop down menu for all of our the AIL classes. Their drop down menu, they're here. And what I did, I'm just going to go through these very briefly because I'm mostly going to focus on the ADL courses. So the first page just has welcome to my page, basic information about myself, coaching experience, teaching experience, and contact information. So for my ATP 600 course, I included my professional growth plan, my philosophy. So once you click on there, I'll just take you to the certain page that is on there, and it should pop up. Yep. And so it's the philosophy, why I teach, who I teach, that assignment that we had earlier on. For AIL 620, I included the assignments of field experience. I included a PowerPoint there. So when you click it there, the PowerPoint will appear on the bottom, and it should open up, and then you're able to go through the slides that I turned in for the class there. I really enjoyed this assignment here because it helped you break down your students, your classroom, and also learning about different types of students and the way we were assigned different students for EL students, higher achieving students, students that weren't motivated, and we kind of went from there as well. For AIL 622, I included designing a PBL learning event, and then AIL 624, I really included these two because for these courses, I really enjoyed these assignments, and it was a motivation in physical education, both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, so I like that. And then I also included the assignment on connectivism that helped put everything together about our learning environment and our classrooms and everything. And then for AIL 626, I included the practitioner plan research paper. So for ADL, our ADL courses, for this ADL 630, what I included, included three things. I included the ID matrix, and the reason why I included the ID, this is actually a group assignment that I was actually grouped up with Matt, and he helped me a lot throughout this. He did a great job. The matrix I've actually used in many of my other courses, and it did a great job of breaking down the learning theories, embedded theories, and then also the instructional model, instructional design models. And I liked it because it broke down the purpose, the descriptions, their strengths and weaknesses, why it fits the learner, and also examples of each theory. So I really enjoy this, creating that matrix, and I've used it in a bunch of my other classes. The designing a lesson PowerPoint, I included that as well. This has helped even get more familiar with the learning environment, accessing prior knowledge, and also getting objectives of the students, their standards, lesson content, and also assessments throughout, strategies to assess the students throughout the lesson. And then I included the SD survey, and this survey gave us, we did this earlier on, right before the first week of ADL 630, to kind of give you an understanding of where you stand using technology in your classroom. I've always tried to implement technology in my classroom, but I feel that I have a better grasp now after taking a lot of these courses with new ideas and also learning new tech tools. I was introduced to new tools throughout, so I like how a lot of these tools are able to use both in a classroom, traditional setting, and also now that we are on distance online learning. So that's for ADL 630. For ADL 632, I included a couple of the assignments. I put my Pinterest board up here and also the rationale of why I use those pens. I really enjoyed created this assignment because I was able to find different pins that related to my specific content area like we all did, but especially for PE, it was fun to go through those certain areas and look for those different pins. My board focused mostly on hurdles and accelerators and tech enablers for my school site. I like how my pins were also focusing on allowing students to be learners and creators and giving them a choice how they want to present their information. And lastly, one of the sections that I had on my pin board was the organization I belong to, which is CAPERD, which stands for California Association for Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance. And that's right here, down here. I've been a member with them for numerous amount of years now. They have an annual conference. I really enjoy going to that. It's always important for us as teachers to always keep learning new skills and keep up to date with the new strategies. Now more than ever, it's important for us to continue to learn, especially with distance learning going on. And due to distance learning, a lot of teachers felt overwhelmed and unprepared when it came to technology in the classroom. And hopefully now districts can offer more technology classes or trainings so we can, and that will effectively use professional development for the teachers so we can learn how to use those tools inside and out the classroom. The Tech 2.0 tools I included here were a couple of HyperDocs and also iMovie. So I'll go with HyperDocs first. I actually included an example of my HyperDoc here. I'll open a new page, but what it is I created a soccer HyperDoc and included the rules of the games, soccer skills, and actually the positions. And the students are actually asked questions, and they can click on the video, and it'll take them to another page that will show them the video so they can answer the questions as well. It's very user-friendly and easy to create. I've actually used HyperDocs in one of my assignments for my distance learning class, and the students really enjoyed it. The iMovie tech tool I included is because for my Moodle class, the students are choosing different workouts that they enjoy, that you could do creating a home workout, and iMovie was an example of a tool that they can use to create the presentation. And I also included the journal entries there as well. So for ADL 634, I included my course outline, my mini course outline. It broke down the class description, the title, instructor bio, and also the learners there. And then the next little slide had objectives, and also it broke down the 4-week course. And then the last assignment I included, because I really enjoyed it, was the asynchronous and synchronous learning differences and the importance of using both in the classrooms. So, for example, for asynchronous, we had a discussion boards. The assignments are due at the end of the week, so they're self-paced, and the students can get feedback, give each other feedback on the discussion board, and also using email. Either the synchronous, they have a weekly live class, virtual classroom. They're able to share their screen on the Zoom feature, so they can get feedback as well. And even emails now can actually be a synchronous learning activity, since a lot of us have our emails on our phones, and they pop right up, and we can answer instantly. And the last class we're currently in right now, ADL 636, I included my infographic that we were assigned to do, and this was the benefits of physical exercise. And I really enjoy this assignment because students get really overwhelmed just reading a bunch of information when pictures can do the job. So they're not overwhelmed. The visual aids help break everything down, and I really enjoyed creating that assignment. I also included my webinar reflections here because a lot of them broke down, and it was how we plan to use the information we learned, how we're going to apply it. And I enjoyed it because for this one, we had formative and summative assessment, the differences and what makes them, the differences about them both, and actually the feedback that Dr. Spencer gave me on the last webinar reflection broke it down perfectly. She discussed how in sports, formative and summative assessment is a perfect way of breaking it down. For example, you practice all week long getting constant feedback from the coach, breaking everything down, and that's formative. And then summative is the game where stats are recorded, you get a win-loss record, and you know whether or not you achieved your outcome. And then my last thing I included for ADL 636 was my Kahoot physical. I uploaded the link here, but it wouldn't let me put it on, so I included the questions right here as well. And then at the very end, I know I'm at my 10-minute mark, I apologize. I included the log from my mentor and also references that I've enjoyed using throughout the courses. I include them down there. So thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed looking at my ePortfolio. And I'm also going to share this with Dr. Spencer and share with the class, and I'm looking forward to getting everyone's feedback. Thank you very much and have a good night.